again to Kimberly Knit for Brains. I have to show you my newest creation, and I am loving this all over the place. This is my sweater in a weekend, and it took me like 2 days to make this. It was the fastest thing I've ever done. If you look closely, it's knit. And if you have been watching me, you know how much I hate knitting. Why? Because it takes so long to make a sweater. And I was so excited to find this pattern. I found it on Etsy, and I'll include the link below. I think it was like $3 or $4 or something like that. Completely worth it. And I just love this big, loose, kind of a chunky, bulky look to this sweater. And so, as you know, when I did my little yarn haul a couple weeks back, I got a lot of this Paintbox yarn. Normally, I think it was like $7.50 a skein. I got it for like $3 a skein or $3.30 or something like that. So half off. And I thought, what a perfect project for these yarns. Now, the yarn that they originally used in this pattern was Wool in the Gang, and it was a wool yarn, significantly more expensive than what I ended up paying. And if you've got wool going on, it's a lot warmer. Well, we live in Southern California, so I really knew that I wouldn't be wearing a wool, but I had to show you this. It was so easy. Now look, I mean, there's obviously some really big stitches in here, right? Love the color. I love this yarn so much. It's called Paintbox. The one I'm wearing, I think, is called a Warm Blush. And this one is called Washed Teal. So I got this in addition. I might make this sweater a second time. Who knows? But I'm loving it. So you start out with, for the ribbing, and it's not even in the round. It's just a panel, and then you just sew it down the sides. So you start out with these size 15s. Quite large, but that's okay. And then the bulk of the sweater is done in these big babies. These are 25s. So yeah, they're huge. I found these on Amazon. These are by a brand called Addie, which they make the knitting machines, and they have a really good product. And these might have been like $14, $15, but I thought, you know what? Because I mean, seriously, who has needles like this laying around, unless you're doing, of course, a project. But literally, and these came super fast. The yarn, I actually had to order more of the Paintbox from my original order. So this sweater took me 6 skeins of this. And then as a bonus in the pattern, they included a pattern for like a cowl or a shrug. So check this out. You can go on like so. Right? I mean, come on. How adorable. Just like a cute cozy night, or with some ripped up jeans, just like this. Apparently, this is the newest thing in the next year, is just these big bulky sweaters, big comfy sweaters. And even the Brit, even though this is kind of big and bulky, it's not form fitting, which is okay, right? He was like, that's so cute. So I had to show you. This is my sweater in a weekend because it literally took me 2 weekends. Like, we have plans to see friends. We have a date night coming up, and I wanted to make this sweater for that. And I literally finished this sweater like 2 or 3 days ago. So again, this is my sweater in a weekend. I used the Paintbox. This is a simple, super chunky. So this is like a weight of maybe like a 6. Okay, but this particular yarn is so soft. I got this from Lovecrafts. I'll include the link to the other video where you can see that I talked about this. I've used this brand in several other projects, and I really, really like it. It's a very, very good value acrylic, but all of their different weights are really, really soft. And I've always been very impressed with this yarn. You can get it at Lovecraft. That's where I've seen it. You might be able to find it other places as well, but that's where I've seen it. Lovecraft has a distribution location here in the United States, but they also have one in England. That's where they're from. So, and I believe this stuff is still on sale. I'll include the link to Lovecrafts below. But isn't this just adorable? I might, as I said, make another one for myself, and I might put like a heart or something here on the center. I do have about 2.5 skeins left of this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 skeins total that I had in the pink. So it took me, gosh, 5.5 skeins. It took me 5.5 skeins to get this whole thing done. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I think it said it would take 5 skeins to make this, 6 if you wanted to do the cowl. So we're pretty much like right in there. But I just had to show it to you because I'm in love with the color. It's so soft. It is the exact sweater that I wanted to make to be my new favorite sweater. So again, this is Kimberly with Knit for Brains. I'm going to include the pattern link below. I'm going to include the link so you can get yourself some of this really yummy Paintbox acrylic yarn. So let me know what you think. Comment below if you have done a pattern like this. If you have tried Paintbox yarn, maybe not this particular weight and style, let me know because I really am digging and in love with this Paintbox yarn. So thanks so much for watching. This is Kimberly again with a little short video about my sweater in a weekend. Thanks so much for watching.